All right, welcome everyone to another episode of the Warm Up. I'm here with the guys as per usual. Miami Knight and Kev RL. I am City Chris. Say what's up to the YouTube crowd, guys.
Hey
What's
everybody,
up?
thanks
What's
for
up? What's
joining us
up?
tonight. I hope y'all enjoy this episode.
Cool. Kev, you got something to say?
This what's up, man. Let's get into it. We're gonna be talking about these boys out here,
Yeah.
Harden, Kyrie, making all this noise in the place. Let's get into it.
Yeah. So of course, as you know, if you don't know, now you know. This is a show where we talk about sports, pop culture through the lens of Black culture. So let's just jump right into it, man. You guys heard your boy, man, talk about James Harden and Kyrie, but we're gonna talk about James Harden first. He's been in the center of attention. In this free agency of late, and that's where all the buzz and all the drama is going to follow for the offseason, and he's requesting a trade. Philly. First, it was just Philly or BK. Now it's Philly, BK, Houston. I'm sorry, not Houston. Bucks or Miami. Trying to find a
Yep.
contender. And he recently just got back into Houston to get tested for COVID after partying with Lil Baby in Atlanta, acting a fool. You know what I'm
Turn
saying?
up,
So
turn up.
doing all this stuff, man. So
Oh
guys,
man.
first off, let's just start off with this, man. What is your take on Harden's position on being traded?
The approach he's taken, I don't appreciate it. Let me just put it that way. I
Mhm.
don't know if other teams that he's trying to get to would appreciate it either. Just the way he's trying to seem to like get pushed out by childish behavior, I would call it. But at the end of the day, he is a talented player, and the fact that he's saying what teams he want to go with, I think that lends to the fact that he knows he's talented, but he need to go about this situation a little better than what he's doing right now with this whole I want to be traded. Like do better.
Yeah. So like I said again, Harden has basically opted out. It just forced his way out of this whole Houston thing. He's just trying to get to BK Philly. He's trying to get to the Bucks. I don't know where he's trying to go. Miami. He's trying to go to LA. I'm thinking he's trying to go to LA Lakers, man. Clippers. So yeah, man.
He gonna
What
be
do
on
you
both teams.
yeah, he's gonna be on the East and the West. So I mean Miami Knight, man. You liking this? You wanted him on your team?
So I mean, when we first started watching this Harden situation, I am very strong on player leverage and players exercising their leverage and not just being beholden to whatever the owner wants to do. Kind of he is a generational talent. He should
Yeah.
be able to dictate some of his terms, but we I don't know. There has to be some. Maybe he was dragging his feet because he felt like the organization wasn't taking his what he wanted to do seriously. They didn't start talks as soon as he wanted to, maybe. But at the same time, if you're trying to go to a new organization and you're out here not showing up on time, partying and doing every what you want to do, any new organization that might want you, that has to be a look where it's just like, do we want that kind of controversy? If we're focused on a championship, do we want that distraction? It's a little worrying and troublesome. I always like to see players get to situations they want to be in, but I don't know about this partying and all that.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't you don't like him out here with the COVID-less mask? I mean, maskless COVID, man, just out here
It's a little
with
weird
little
because
baby and the baby and baby's baby.
I just have to think, the general manager or whoever's head isn't thinking about championship aspiration understands that, hey, if we get to the playoffs, if we get close, if we want to be a contender, we can't have people missing games because they're being out here careless catching COVID. Not saying
Mm,
that's the only way you can catch COVID is being careless, but it just seems like you got a lack of focus. You're not reading the situation.
Yeah.
okay. So do you think it's a good fit for him to just stay? I mean, now they already traded away Russell Westbrook. They got John Wall in his place.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fresh look for John Wall. He's looking to probably like rebuild his brand and make himself a viable contender. Get himself back coming from a career-ending injury in the previous year. You think that'd be good for him to just stay put, or you still think he should join one of these teams that he has on his list?
Houston seems to really like him, man, because a lot of players who
They
would have
do.
started doing something like this, the fans might have started turning on him. Like
Mm-hmm.
they just have more questions than anything. They're not
Mm-hmm.
really judging him. They're not really like booing him or anything. Or it seems I don't get that reaction.
Yeah.
So in terms of fans, they got a new coach. They got a new player, John Wall, who's not at his best, So I don't know what that does, but I don't know. And honestly, with D'Antoni leaving, maybe I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. They get back to maybe having a big man like they had with Capella. We forget they got close several times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you do with that.
I don't know what you do with that either, because the coach ain't there no more. So they got close several times with his leadership, with his style, and now he's no longer there. But at the same time, I know from the fans' perspective, he could stay. But from Harden perspective, I don't know if he can, because I don't trust based on how he's acting right now, I don't trust his ability to come out on the court or come into practice or just put his best self out there, being on a team he doesn't want to be on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw what happened with Anthony Davis. He with the four quarters and all that funny stuff. And I don't know, it was kind of weird in New Orleans when he said he wanted to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to see a whole year of nonsense like that. Like, I want to see him play and play with passion and play with the talent that he has.
Mm-hmm. So I know we don't have this on the notes, but I'm going to go ahead and ask this question though. Do you think James Harden is capable of leading a team, being the guy? Because that's what he is right now.
Short answer, no. But I felt that way just waiting and seeing what he was going to do with separating from OKC, because at that time I was a little shocked by it. I know he was coming off of the bench and things, so I understood it from one perspective. Is like he was hot and you could strike, so you might as well strike when the iron's hot. And he was capable, talent-wise, of leading his own team. He don't strike me as a leader.
Do you need to be a leader? Is the question. Like, do we think Jordan was a great leader per se?
He got results.
We know he could take over the game.
Yeah, he got results.
We know he could take over the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Do you feel like it was like, kind of the Phil Jackson system pulling out of the players, or you feel like it was Jordan like, nah, hold up, y'all gotta, he was the one, during the timeout that would rally the troops? Or do you think like during the timeout he was like, all right, time to lock in Jordan, I'm gonna come out and kill it and just, do it that way? So I feel like Harden might be in that vibe. Like he may not be the I'm a rally the troops guy, but he will come out and put it all on the line and lead in that way.
Lead by example.
Yeah. I think.
But this is a bad example, though.
Yeah, he's setting a bad example now. So
and he's also set bad examples with coming in out of shape. So it's like for me, Jordan was a leader by example consistently.
Yeah,
his work ethic was never questioned. When he needed to put on muscle and gain weight, he did it.
Hangover gate, though.
Hangover gate.
Was it a flu game? Was it a hangover?
Man, he was poisoned. He was poisoned.
It wasn't poison.
He was poisoned.
It was another theory. You didn't hear about that one? Food poisoning was another theory.
Yeah, man, he was poisoned. They were trying to kick my man's out, man.
Not poisoning like that, but food poisoning.
Yeah. I know
everybody got sick from
come through with the crowbar with the knees.
So I don't know, man.
So yeah,
and he did have some, off court stuff. They were trying to say he was gambling and doing stuff. They try to paint him. They try to mispaint Jordan, so he had
his character. Yeah, but on the court though,
locked in
as a basketball player, as a professional, you can't and following the coaches
on the Bulls.
Man, like
on the Bulls. We're not gonna talk about that.
So you saying you wasn't a fan of him in his Wizard days? And he was still averaging 26 points a game. What are you talking about?
He was still playing. He was still playing, but that wasn't a real thing, man. That was I got a little something left. Let me see what's out there. Wow. Let me have some fun with it.
You try to see if he still got it.
I'm gonna stop giving y'all this Jordan blasphemy though.
Yeah, I know, man. You know that they out there, man. The trolls gonna come after you, man. His name. I'm gonna put his name in the description box. Y'all go after him because I'm not saying it.
you just put a crying meme face right off of my face.
Oh man, so I don't know. It's funny that y'all say that about Jordan though, because the way that Jordan led was he'll vet you by putting you through the ringer in practice. And if you can take it there, yeah, I mean, it wasn't the most,
hands were placed on people.
Family. It wasn't the most family-friendly environment. But
hands were placed.
But look, man. Whatever you need to do to let people know this is the way we run the ship. Hey, Chris. What's his name? Not Chris Lambert. What was his name? Lambier. Lambier did the same thing. He was. Hey, this is how we operate. If you don't like it, you gotta get out of here. It's very militaristic. You know what I'm saying? So there was the times, and then Kobe did the same thing. Kobe out here, I ain't talking. He don't know Smush Parker's name. He said, "Don't talk to me." Even what's that guy's name? Jeremy Lin. Yo, same thing, bro. So I think that was the one way of leadership is make sure you got the tough skin and you willing to do what it takes to win. So. So yeah, man. I don't know, man. We'll continue to see how this James Harden thing goes, cause, man, this is outside of the KD and Kyrie thing. James Harden is heavy in the news. So yeah. With that said, we'll move on to the Kyrie thing, cause he's back at it again, speaking his mind.
Before we jump, do you want to do real quick? Just where do y'all think would be the best situation for James Harden, real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead, Ted. Who do you think, man? Miami?
I think maybe the Bucks. For me,
Bucks. Nah.
I think they can make. I think they can make it work, and I think he can. I think he can make it work. That's just my opinion.
Okay. All right, Kev. You got your best place.
I appreciate that, Reg, because that gave me some food for thought just as you were saying it. I think that is a better place for him. I definitely had no for Miami. Like, I don't see that happening.
What they would have to give up to get.
You would have to give to get the team kind of basketball, the way they were like, the whole playoffs, they were talking about these brothers in arms and all this stuff, man. It was very much about the connection and what they had that I think pushed them to get to the position where they were last year or this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Bucks might be a good look, especially with the positioning. With Chris Middleton maybe getting replaced, and Giannis down low, that'll work. There's no conflict there, at least.
I don't know, man. I don't see that Bucks thing happening, and the reason I don't see
that Brooklyn thing ain't happening either.
Brooklyn, you know what he should do? He should stay put, because all the situations he wants is bad. All of Philly.
What about Philly though?
Philly, so maybe Philly. If I had to pick, that's not Houston, I would probably pick Philly. Only if they get rid of Ben Simmons. You can't.
I think
you can't have Ben Simmons and James Harden.
I think that works.
Because it's just they both of them need to have the ball in their hands. And Ben Simmons is scared to shoot, and James Harden loves to shoot.
That's why I think that will work better. I think that will work.
I think
that's a good point.
I think that's the reason why it won't work.
Why wouldn't it work? If they
didn't give a good point.
Because, they're doing different things.
Because they both need the ball.
No, not at the same time. You said Ben Simmons would have to go, and I'm saying, I think James Harden would make more sense on that team because of the point you just made with Ben Simmons not taking those shots. James Harden will take those shots, and then you'll just have Embiid down there doing what he got to do in the post, grabbing boards.
Oh yes. No, I agree with you on that. I was saying Ben Simmons can't. Be
I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that. I'm saying I think if they made that lateral trade, let's say Ben Simmons comes to Houston, I think that could work.
Yeah.
For Houston, I think Simmons, they could build around him, and I think likewise, I think with the core that they had on 76ers, I think having Harden there could be a big benefit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I think that's probably the best 1-for-1 trade that you can do without sacrificing your future, essentially. But honestly, Matt, I think he should stay, man. They, again, they got John Wall. You don't know how you're gonna click with John Wall, unless you just don't like him out bad, and you know that beforehand. But I think John Wall is an upgrade from Westbrook. From the standpoint,
really?
Like they're about the same. They're about the same when it comes to tenacity and speed. They both finish at the hoop pretty well. Oh yeah, I think John Wall's one of the fastest people in the NBA.
Yeah, but Westbrook, I think Westbrook is in a class on his own though when it comes to that, like moving with the ball and getting from like point A to point B. He's like a bullet.
Yeah, no, he is. I agree. But I'm just saying, regardless of whoever is faster, it's on the margins. It's not like,
I got you. Yeah.
So I think he has better handles than Westbrook. I think he has a better, jump shot than
Overall
Westbrook.
game. Yeah.
It's just that. So I think he just has more control. Only thing you have to worry about with that is injuries. So I mean,
and I think Westbrook was taking shots he probably shouldn't be.
But that was also part of D'Antoni's design too. So D'Antoni's also, it may be a more traditional half court offense versus threes and layups. So I think give the new coach a chance. Houston still likes you. Wait till a free agency if you want to, man. Then you can go wherever you want to go. And so that's kind of what I think. But that's other than that, Philly, go to Philly, man. Get traded for Ben Simmons. So
Kyrie.
That's such a weird trade. To get a non-shooter for a shooter. Like I wouldn't even want Ben Simmons like that, to be honest. At least not swapping out my top scorer to get a non-scorer, like a non.
He scores though, but he
scores, but
he's young, he's exciting, and he could possibly develop that skill set. Who knows?
You're right. It's just if I had plans for Harden, like I don't see me replacing Harden with Simmons. Put it that way.
I feel you. I feel you.
It's just a hard replace.
Yeah.
I think I doubt it would be 1-to-1. I feel like there would be Simmons or something else.
Yeah, it'd probably be like him being competent or something.
Harden is MVP candidate status.
Mm-hmm.
He was a top assist guy on his team too at one point. I don't know if he was consistently, but top scorer, top assist. So he was definitely dishing the ball as well as contributing. So he did his points, not himself only, but what he contributed points wise was a lot.
Yeah,
and multiple MVP candidates. So it's not a straight 1-to-1.
And also he was his jersey retired in the strip club, so knows how to party, guys. You're gonna talk about accolades. Let's go ahead and get all the accolades, man. So
give him his roses while he's still in Houston, bro.
So all right, man. Let's move along, man. We got this Kyrie guy, man. Again, like I said, he's back at it again.
Yep.
Speaking his mind, sharing his thoughts in regards to confidence and his new running mate. You know that guy Kevin Durant, the one with the Achilles that he had to go and get fixed for a whole year and a half. He said that he has more confidence in KD taking the last shot in a podcast interview, and of course, those statements came back around, and someone asked LeBron, and LeBron was taken aback a little bit. He said he was kind of hurt by how, by what the comments that Kyrie has mentioned or stated, and all he tried to do, man, was get him in position to be the MVP. And so, he was trying to be the big brother as per usual, and it didn't work out that way. So
nope.
So
it never could have lied. It never could have lied, quote unquote.
So I don't know, man. What do y'all think, man? You think LeBron has a point to feel the way that he did? Do you feel like he was right to feel slighted? Miami.
Oh, you gonna start over here? I would say, like, for me, I heard the comment and I had to think about it, and I found it kind of strange because I couldn't quite disagree with Kyrie 100%, but I also couldn't agree because I feel like LeBron hits tough shots. He hits 3-pointers. He's increases range. He'll hit a mid-range, but I don't know if I personally, out of that group of three, if I would be relying on LeBron James to hit a game-winning mid-range shot. It's not that he can't do it. It's not that he hasn't do it. I don't know. It's just like a feeling. I don't know. If they looked at the stats and they said he's been very clutch, he's made a lot of clutch shots, game-winning shots, and all that. Out of those three, though, I like Kyrie's gameplay. I feel like he's really clutch. He can finish multiple ways. LeBron James, I feel like more so he could make a play to close out the game, not necessarily like a mid-range jump shot. And then his comment that, I feel like KD can make that shot, which is true, and make it easier. Just the height, the physical, the build of Kevin Durant, I could see that statement. So, like I said, it's I don't know where to fall on that, but we can't take away from LeBron. He's definitely clutch. Definitely clutch.
I think maybe that's the problem. He maybe felt like something was taken away, like just him making that statement out in public. I think it's like what you said. It is factual, I think, to some degree, to say that KD is a pretty good shooter, man. Like I trust KD with the ball at any time, and Kyrie as well. So for Kyrie to say that, I can understand why he would trust KD more than LeBron. But at the same time, I think LeBron maybe felt hurt. Just maybe from what he was saying, because he tried to just do nothing but good for the dude. Like, why you out here talking slander about like my ability to close out games? Like why is that necessary? Like why is that necessary to say it that way? All you could say is, man, like I'm happy to play with KD. You know what I mean? I'm happy to have like you don't gotta really like I've never had anybody that could look down the line and what's up with all that? So I think it's more of the what he's saying and how he's saying it and just the timing of when he said it.
And the frame of reference, like he definitely could have said, it was great playing with LeBron and he's made a lot of tough shots in his career, but and just gave some flowers and then picked up your man on top of that, like
exactly.
But is this not Kyrie behavior with the we need more pieces? Is it just his mindset is that he just doesn't see those? He don't see them pieces while they're there. It's almost like it's just like he's more forward looking. He's not in the moment. He doesn't look back. He's just like, oh man, it's gonna be great to play with KD, and he can't see the rest.
I guess.
So
maybe that's just part of it.
So what y'all saying is that Kyrie has a point, but y'all also can understand where LeBron's coming from, or how he can feel slighted.
I don't know if he has a point. I mean, it's great that he has I don't know if he has a point by saying I never had that in a teammate.
No,
I don't think that's actual or factual. I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he
a great shooter, but a great shooter in KD is 100% true.
Yes.
That's the thing. Yeah. From a shooting standpoint, if I had to compare the two, pure shooter to pure shooter, KD is a pure shooter. LeBron is just a scorer. Yeah.
No, that's fair. I would say this. I'm just tired of hearing Kyrie talk. Because
personal.
No, it's not personal, man. It's just why are we listening? Do we listen? Hold on. Okay, I just want to make sure. Do we put the mic up to Kristaps Porzingis? Do we put the mic up to Miles Turner? Do we put the mic up to Cat? Do we put the mic up to Devin Booker? No. You know why? Because they haven't won, and they keep saying, but we keep treating this guy.
He won though.
To
your point, he won.
Yes.
He won. You're right. He won.
He won
with the guy that he's talking about. I ain't never.
He keeps talking about and it's not even. We already understand.
Under.
We already understand that this guy.
Maybe that's why he makes the comments he makes, man.
Yeah.
He
won
side by side under LeBron.
Under LeBron. Ooh.
Bro, he won. Under, so who? Okay. So who was the second?
Leadership. You mean leadership under LeBron's leadership?
Yes, under LeBron's leadership.
Do you think Anthony Davis won under LeBron?
Yes.
Nah.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
I think he won with LeBron.
Didn't AD say, "I'm gonna follow this mother brother until"?
I feel like he said that in the moment because it felt great to be in a situation that he was compared to where he was at. But I think if he could have walked that back, I think he would have said that a little bit.
Well, until he comes back and say something a little bit on the contrary to make it plausible, then
if you're saying in terms of leadership, sure, I think LeBron is a great leader. So if that what you mean by under, sure.
Well,
but
yeah,
just like if you saying just like it was LeBron and Kyrie's just like come here.
No, you're right. No. I'm not saying it's LeBron and then he's in the bag. Kyrie's in the bag for the Tristan Thompson and Miles guys. No.
He's pulling Kyrie up. But, come on, Kyrie. Let's go.
But because we already knew what Kyrie was, he's a very capable scorer. The thing is that like at the end of the day, you can score. There's what they call empty points. You can score a lot and not win games.
Yeah.
And so there's a difference between learning how. Like being able to score and having the skill set and learning how to win. And once you get to a certain point to where you learn how to win, and I don't think Kyrie's kind of gotten to that point yet. He thinks he has gotten to that point, but we've seen the results, right? Like he feels like he's there, but the results are showing otherwise. And at this point, it shows that you're not a leader. You don't know how to close games. You don't know how to do what you need to do. By halftime to say, okay, this is where the direction we need to go. I need to be more assertive. I need to be more passive. I need to be more, whatever. And he just hasn't done it yet. And so he's had really good situations, and he's never gone past the sum of its parts when he was not there.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think this kind of ties back to our earlier conversation about leadership. Out of all of the guys that I try to poke fun at Jordan or Kobe, I feel like even if they may not have been a leader the way that LeBron was a leader, they had an ability to pull out of their teammates what they could. Because whenever you're trying to build a team, there's a limited amount of money. You can only have so much talent. You're gonna have to work with guys that are not. You're not gonna have the Golden State Warriors all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the ability to pull out, something from a Tristan Thompson, from a J.R. Smith, from a Kyrie, the ability to pull out from, a Kerr, a Kukoc, like the ability to pull out from the people around you is a form of leadership. It may not be that, hey, I'm talking you through, I'm holding the ship down, but I do see what you're saying with Kyrie. Why wasn't he pulling that out in the Celtics? And why was, when you get to the Nets, why are you talking about needing more pieces? Why are you not pulling out what you need from the pieces you have?
Yeah.
And that's when y'all say the ability to win. I think that's what y'all are kind of touching on, because he's scoring, he's moving the ball, he's doing the things he needs to do, but he's not bringing the best out of the team.
Yeah. But he's box office. Like, I would watch him every night. I would
watch
him play every night.
Yeah.
100%.
I love it. It's so entertaining. It's so entertaining. I'd be like, whoa, what? Where's the ball? Like, I don't understand how his handles is ridiculous, man.
I go outside as soon as I finish watching him and start dribbling.
You get inspired. I know, man. You get inspired. Yo, for real.
Oh, man. All right. So, yeah, man. Good luck to Kyrie, man. Hopefully.
Yeah, man. I wish him the best.
I'm
excited. I want to see this Brooklyn team. There has been so much thought. I'm ready to see this.
Excited. I'm ready.
Hey, yo, NBA preseason starts on Friday, man.
Yeah, Bulls.
So, y'all get y'all. Hey, yo, give me that NBA League Pass, bro.
I give it to you. You the plug.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll let you do something about it, man.
You've been the plug, so I don't know what you're talking about.
How many streams you got? How many streams you could do?
Hey man, it's undisclosed amount. We can go ahead and just wrap this up, man. I know we're way over time now, but Miami, you want to kick us off with a sound off or anything? What you got to say?
Hey, I just want to thank everybody for being out here. I know there's a lot of things y'all could be getting into. For y'all to keep watching our videos and supporting, I appreciate it. So just like, subscribe, dislike if you didn't like it, comment, give us feedback, let us know what's up, engage with us.
Definitely. Definitely. Kev, you got something you want to say?
Man, Miami Night said it all, man. Just echo that.
Cool.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah. And this is Chris, man. City Chris. We're gonna sign off, man. Like I said, we appreciate all your support. Man, just keep watching, keep tuning in. We're gonna keep trying to give y'all content. So y'all got something to say, man. Like they said, the South's got something to say. That's all I gotta say. Then let us know, man. And we'll take it in stride and try to make it better for you guys. So with that said, man, we'll let everyone go, man. Everyone stay safe, man. I know COVID's out here, so do what you can, man. Be healthy, guys. Until then, next time, peace, guys.
Good night.
So.